Hello again, and welcome to another exciting episode of my Pokemon version 2 tutorial. Let's get right started. In the link there will be in the description there will be a link with some more project files for you to download. The file is called Professor Oak. When you extract it, you will have this little file over here, and it will contain all of this. Okay, so this is what we're importing today and setting up. So first of all, these action anims, we're going to open that up, and we're going to go into our Pokemon animations, and we're going to make a new folder here, and we're going to call this action anims. And then we're going to open this up, and we're going to bring in all of these action anims for our red skeleton. So we're not going to import the mesh. And we're going to select the skeleton over here and go select our red skeleton and import all. And they should be fine. Just give it a second. And we'll do some cleanup in the blueprints and stuff today as well. Okay. So here's all of our new action animations. Just see that they look alright. They should be fine. Yeah, it seems fine to me. Okay, so now what's next in the folder? We have got Pokeballs, and so we're going to get this Oak S mesh, and we're going to go into our Pokemon folder, meshes, and character meshes, and we're going to make a new folder called Prof Oak for Professor Oak. We're going to open that up, and then we're going to import this Professor Oak's skeletal mesh. But one thing we are going to do different is we're going to actually select the skeleton. So we're going to use red skeleton. So use red skeleton and import all. And it should be fine. No smithing group, but the skeleton picked up fine, so that's okay. So now we can just get rid of this Oak's S-mesh anim, delete that, and then we're going to need to bring in the textures for Oak. Yeah, they are. So let's grab these materials. First of all, let's go to our Pokemon folder, materials, character materials, new folder, Professor Oak for Professor Oak's materials, and then we'll throw his materials into, yeah. So let's go back to that Professor Oak mesh, grab all of the materials, and throw them into that Professor Oak materials folder. So move them there, just right click, and fix up redirectors. Where is that? There we go. Fix up redirectors in folder. Now, yeah, we are. Okay, so yeah, we're going to place the texture folder in here. So a new folder inside of the Professor Oak's material folder called textures. We're going to open that up, go back to our folder that we downloaded. We're going to get the textures folder, and we're just going to import it all. We're not going to use it all, we're just going to use the albedos as we did with the other character, because I don't know how these are labeled, and I'll figure that out at a later date. Okay, so we go back to this folder, open up all the materials, and then we're just going to go find the corresponding materials and plug them in. So body, let's go find the body material. It's skin, eye, body. Okay, body, plug that into base color, and we're looking for the albedos, so the ones with like color pictures, not all the other ones. Okay, so save, and we'll go on to the next one, eye. Okay, and then we'll put the eye into base color, and we'll save these afterwards because it's just easier that way. So hair with the hair albedo, and skin again with the skin albedo. And I'm just leaving these materials like this for now because we'll do the normal maps and all that a little bit later, once I figure out what all these names mean. Okay, so just save each one, Make sure that the materials are applied and working. And for oak, we're not going to do, well, actually we'll do an animation blueprint, it's fine. Okay, then you can just exit out of that, and we can go back to our Pokemon folder, animations, and a graph, and let's actually just make a folder in here called red. We'll throw red into there, and then we'll make another folder called oak. And inside of oak's one, we're gonna right click and go to animation and create an animation blueprint. We'll also do this for red skeleton, because we are using the same skeleton for both, and then we'll call this oaks anim BP. Okay, and we'll just leave, let's just go put idle animation in it, that'll be fine. Okay, so let's do a state machine. Off of the state machine, we're going to set default slot because we want to use montages with it at some point. And let's open that up, and let's just put a idle animation in here, and that's all we're going to do. Okay, come on, there we go. Okay, so compile and save. Now whenever we have oak, he will be doing whatever we need him to do. Let's just change the preview mesh to oaks mesh. It makes me feel a little bit better. Okay, and what can we do next? We can go to animations, blend spaces, and right click, create a new folder, and call this red, and we'll throw those into red's folder, and we'll make a new folder called oak, and we'll just give him one blend space, animation, blend space, red skeleton, oak, walk around. Yes, because he's just going to walk around his office, he's not really going to do anything else. Okay, so that we're just going to leave like that for now. Okay, what is next? What have we got in this folder? We have got, we're going to leave Charmander alone for now. We're going to import the Pokeballs. Okay, so we're going to go into our Pokemon folder, meshes, and right here we're going to right click and say Pokeballs. There's a whole lot of different types. So the images folder here, we're just going to click on it and change its name to, rather, let's leave it alone. We'll just go to our, we'll make it when we make the materials, that's fine. Okay, so let's grab all these balls in here, minus the images folder. Grab them all, import them all, and yes, we want them to have a skeletal mesh, so import everything. So just leave it on default and click import. Got some problems with recording. Yes, I'm still recording. Great. Okay, so now we've got a whole lot of skeletons and shizness. We'll figure out, oh, it looks like they've already applied there. That's a bonus. We'll just move them around. We'll see. It looks like they've already applied the textures and materials. Could be wrong. These shouldn't have imported. Oop. That looks like a problem. I don't think it's gonna matter. What is this? Yeah, it did import with the textures. They already have their textures on. 235. Yeah, sure. Can save the changes. Okay, so they did import. Oddly enough. They might all have the same texture. No, they don't have all of the same texture. They have got their textures on, which is awesome. Okie dokie. So, we want to grab all these materials. I mean all of them. Or rather, let's first go to our materials folder and right click and create a new folder, and we'll call this Pokeball Materials. Sorry about my capitals there, but that'll be fine. Okay, and we will rename the materials as we go through them or later on. But that was a bonus, we didn't have to import or make any materials. Pretty cool. So I want to go back to our Pokeballs folder. We want to grab all of the materials, as I said, or all of them, and we're going to drag them into that Pokeball Materials folder. So move. Alright. Then we're also going to grab all of the textures and we're going to move them into that Pokeball Materials folder. Alright, then we're just left with all of these thingies, and we're going to click on all of the animations, or select all of the animations, because we don't really need the animations for these. I made it a skeletal mesh because I will probably make animations for them later on, but we don't have any right now. These are like just root poses, we don't really need them. Okay, so delete all of those. False delete. Now my PC is going to bug out a little bit. It's okay. Okay, so now we've got all our balls. All our balls are in. It looks like some of them don't have their textures, but we'll sort that out. Okay, so Pokeball Materials, and we can see some of them actually don't have their textures on them, so we'll have to import those. So we're gonna right click in this folder. Can't see. I don't have enough space. Okay, new folder called textures, and we'll go back to this folder and grab all these textures and just throw them into that folder. Okay, so move that. I think could be wrong, but let's go and double check. Let's go to our mesh for our balls and a dusk ball. Okay, that's what we're looking for. The images and see what. Yeah, we've got way more textures here. So we can grab all these textures out of this images folder, go back to our Pokeball Materials folder, textures, and we're going to drag them into here. Okay, so do that. And then we've got a bunch of new textures. Now we need to set up these other materials. So let's just do that quickly. Cherish ball. Let's see. Material 47. Let's find it. Open it. I actually don't know what the cherish ball is supposed to look like. I think it's this one. Okay, we're going to leave Pokeballs for now. Basically we're going to use this one for the time being. We'll set up the rest of the, we have the materials and we have the textures, we just need to set them up and figure out what goes where, but I'm going to have to look that up in the anime to see what they actually look like, because I don't remember. So we're going to use this Pokeball, and I think we've made it through our folder now. So we're just going to go into our old blueprints, do a little bit of cleanup, get ready for a little bit more stuff, and then we will be good to go. Okay, that was a bad explanation. I was busy searching for this. Okay, we've gone through all of that. So what we're gonna do now is go to our Pokemon folder, meshes, character meshes, Professor Oak. Oh, let's go Pokemon. Sorry guys. Actors, and let's create a new blueprint class called actor, rather not actor, we want it to be a character. So blueprint class, character, Professor Oak. Okay, and we'll open that up. We'll change the mesh over here. We'll change this to Oaks mesh, Oaks S mesh. The animation blueprint we'll use will be Oaks anim BP. And we'll just rotate him 90 degrees so he's facing frontwards. Bring him down and make him fit. Alright, so there we go. Now we've got a Professor Oak. We can drag him into the level and he's going to give us our starter Pokemon. I think in the next episode we're going to add a Pokemon bag and all that jazz so that we can actually get our starter Pokemon from Professor Oak. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of cleanup because I think I left things quite messy. So let's just straighten out some pins, make it all work and look a bit happier. Okay, over there, can go there. Now we can also add some mouse control because it's annoying me that I don't have that. So let's do, I think it's called look up. Yeah, look up and turn. There we go. So look up and turn. So for turn we're going to do add controller your input, and we're just going to plug that in. And off of look up we're going to do add controller pitch input and just plug that in. You can comment this out, mouse axis control. We can comment this out, west control, and we can comment this out, change locomotion mode on shift pressed. Okay, compile. Let's see if these look normal. Not too bad. We'll just straighten it out a little bit. So let's put that up there and there. Oh, it's not better. It's a tiny little function. We're just gonna leave it like that. It's not terrible. Okay. So what else did we leave quite messy? I think we left the animation blueprint quite messy. Just going to red anim graph, and we'll start right here. This is the movement thingy. Excuse me. Okay, so let's pull that down. We'll have this over there, kinda. That can go there, and that can go there. Okay, just drag their variables, just so things are like a little bit easier to read, because we'll add on to these states at some point, and then we're going to want to be able to see and do things better. Okay, so the event graph, this is a higgledy-piggledy mess. There we go. I'll just do something like that. Line these up. Give them some reroutes. Not too much neater, but just not overlapping each other. Okay, so compile and save. Okay, let's see what we've got so far. We have got our character who can jog, run and walk. Now we've got a Professor Oak. We have got some Pokeballs, which we are going to use for catching and selecting our Pokemon, etc, etc. So yeah, in the next video we are going to do starter selection and the Pokemon storing sort of thing. Okay, so thanks for watching. See you then.